Hey folks, it's Jim from the Movie Wine, and I'm here to review the film Young Adult. Charlize Theron plays Mavis Gray, a recent divorcee and writer of terrible teen literature, no longer popular, who returns to her small hometown to relive her glory days and attempt to reclaim her happily married high school sweetheart, Buddy, played by Patrick Wilson. When returning home proves more difficult than she thought, Mavis forms an unusual bond with a former classmate, Matt, played by Patton Oswalt, who hasn't quite gotten over high school either when he was brutally beaten by his fellow students, leaving him crippled. Director of such films like Thank You for Smoking, Juno, and Up in the Air, Jason Reitman reunites with Juno screenwriter Diablo Cody for a film less interested in finding humor and pop culture references and Diablo Cody hipster slang, but in real, painful, uncomfortable moments. This is a studio film that shies away in the face of every commercial convention, making it a polarizing film that won't be for everyone. Once redemption or catharsis is likely to be established, Reitman and Cody pull a fast one, proving this is a character study more than anything, delivering real pathos and dark comedy. Stuck in the mind frame of adolescence, Mavis is unquestionably a bitch, but a layered, self-delusional, depressed one. She was the popular girl, and a privileged one too, actively setting out to leave her hometown and make it big. Reitman's films are similar to that of Alexander Payne's, especially in their depiction of locations, particularly suburban locations. If Mavis's picture of making it big is just merely finding an apartment in Minneapolis, you get the idea of how she feels about her hometown, of what she would consider losers. It doesn't help that the old high school locals only boost her ego regarding her departure to enter in the big city life. She will only use it as an excuse to think that she is way above her hometown and that her old high school sweetheart Buddy is in need of saving from a life of parenthood and marriage. If you're wondering if Mavis will get together with Buddy, you're missing the point. Mavis is a train wreck and a potential alcoholic. The worst thing isn't that she is trying to ruin a marriage, but the fact that she thinks she will find happiness by doing so, and that Buddy is the same person he once was. Reitman and Cody outright refuse simplistic depictions of supporting characters. Wilson has played this every guy role before, which makes him well utilized here, who in a moment of weakness, but also noticeable intoxication, shows affection for Mavis, allowing her to further delude herself when it comes to all of Buddy's actions. Elizabeth Reeser provides solid support as Buddy's wife, Beth. Beth is well above high school drama, but also grounded in reality, where too often a character like this can come off too nice, happy, and naive, like that of Cameron Diaz in My Best Friend's Wedding. Even Oswalt, who is heartbreaking, physically carrying the past with him, isn't above offhanded comments and taking advantage of one's vulnerability. Reitman is quickly becoming one of my favorite filmmakers working today, as his films feature odd protagonists such as a tobacco lobbyist, a smart but naive pregnant teenager, and a corporate downsizer who makes no connections. While his films aren't particularly cinematic, it doesn't mean Reitman has no visual flair or attention to detail. Oddly, most of his films are excellent in visually conveying a character through set decorations and small-town locations. Watching the initial opening of the film with Mavis's face down on the bed and Kardashians on the TV with plenty of Diet Coke to boot, you immediately feel like you know who this character is, only to be altered slightly by Reitman and Cody. She sleeps, she types up her new story, or at least tries to, she gets coffee with another, she watches TV, and she sleeps again. So Mavis's life resembles that of a depressed individual than a proactive, happy one. Through Reitman, Cody, and Theron, Young Adult features an uncompromising female character struggling to put on a happy face without her beauty, contrasting her inner ugliness. Though she reveals something deeply painful in her past regarding her falling out with Buddy, it's questionable if she wants the same life of Beth, or maybe she just wants the happiness that Mavis so desperately lacks. I'm surprised to say this, but I wish the film had been a bit longer, but the character Mavis is top-tier writing, allowing a female to not be overly sympathetic, but instead angry, resentful, self-delusional, and yet hurt. I give this film an A-. That's it for the Movie Rewind. Have a great day, folks. Until next time.